Alright guys, welcome back to the stream. We're about to get started here in a second, just checking the audio, you know, to make sure everything's good, thumbnails up and everything. But week 1 of the Dynasty, this ain't gonna be an easy one, man. Not at all. 6 versus 8, this is gonna be a pretty hard fought game, just saying. Alrighty guys, audio's good. We're about to jump into this, man. Recently been playing a lot of college football lately, and me and my brothers, we started a dynasty, and now we're starting off with week 1. So we got LSU, and I'm Oregon. Let's do it, man. It's gonna be a little tough, but it's alright, we got this. I'm going to set up everything. I'm going to let you guys enjoy just watching the football. If it's bad football, I apologize. If it's good football, you know, stick around. And if you like it, like the video. Like the video. But, till then, I will be giving you guys my insight after the game. So, take it easy. And I will talk to you guys later.
We've got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season. A measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oregon's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys, too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title.
There he goes! They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught.
Touchdown, baby! Let's go!
Exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle. Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Allison Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard
So far, been doing pretty good. Good opening drive. Let's keep this momentum going.
Defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what...
And he's on bottom, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Pulls it in. It's Anderson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He leaves it with his back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Up to 44 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's caught. It's Stewart. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Moore to the air. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it early in this football game.
Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll try the outside to the left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Caught behind the line. It's Sharp. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. LSU right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, better look out. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go up top on second and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Makes the catch. It's Benson. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. How aggressive will they get on first and 10? Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They finally get way there to pick up the first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Turning it on. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Tiger! And that one will put him up here in the second half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Whittington. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Ducks are on the move. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Ducks will go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's the coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Moore will throw. The quick out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He might want another play. Shotgun snap on third down. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Using his legs, it's Whittington. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown Ducks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
They had a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved one's territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 28 to Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
So now it's second and long. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Anderson.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quarterback on the keeper. LSU will get a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking downfield. It's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure will get there. time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Moore to the air. Quick strike complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
This time it's complete. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
He's got the tight end. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Man, I tell y'all, that was one hell of a game. LSU kind of had me, you know, my palm sweating there for a second, I can't lie. But we came out victorious on top. We stuck to the run game, you know, and our quick out passes, they were really working, man. So, I mean, we still came out on top, and we still got a dub, man. So, I'm really happy. I'm satisfied with this win, and I'm gonna go ask the commissioner here in a few if we're going to continue with week 2 in the Dynasty, and if we do, I mean, I'm all for it, man. I'm down to stream another one, but you see it here, man. Oregon took down LSU, so that's a good start. That was a good start to the season. That's all I can say. All right, let's return to the hub now. Man. Dude, that was a blast. I can't lie. I had a lot of fun playing that one. LSU's a really good team, good football team. It wasn't bad, man. It wasn't bad, you know. Jeez, dude, that was crazy. All right, let's see what we got. Top stories, blah blah blah. All right, so I'm ready to advance. If you guys want to see the schedule, I shall show you guys now. Let me go to my... Oh, no, that's the depth chart. What are we doing? Let's see, hold on. Team schedule. Check it out, guys. So, we got a W against LSU. And next game will be at Texas A&M. So, it's going to be little interesting. Texas A&M is not a bad football team, I'll say that. But I think Oregon, I think the Ducks, my Ducks, we gonna put it on them. Let's just say that. And then we got Northwestern, so we'll get to that. And then Oregon State, rivalry. We love these rivalry games, man. Get you going. And then Penn State, dude, man, that one is gonna be one hard, really hard game. Yeah, that team right there is probably going to give me a run for my money. I can't lie. And then Indiana, man, they got the Heisman Trophy winner, so. And their running back's pretty fast. So, see where that takes me. But let me go ask the commissioner real quick. But until then, I will be signing off. Oregon beat LSU. So, 17-28, man. Your final. Take it easy, guys.